to the Guide to Live. It's Wednesday, July 24th, and this is your weekly hangout to join us to talk about live streaming with people who really know what it's like.
Because let's face it, no one really knows what you're talking about if you say you're a live creator.
Yeah, but we do. So I'm Tara, and across from me is my co-host Ben, and together, along with our guest, we make up the Guide to Live team.
So it is Wednesday today, midweek.
It's the 24th already.
I feel like this month has flown by.
Flown by.
And if you're live streaming on TikTok, the Community Fest stuff is happening. So there's it feels like there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in Blue World as well.
Yeah. Isn't the Olympics going on somewhere?
The Olympics.
The Olympics. That's what you say these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're
there's
looking
a lot
for
going
content,
on
if you're looking
everywhere.
for content focuses over the next
That's
week
trending.
and a half, 2 weeks, the Olympics starts on Friday and runs for a couple of weeks. And even if you don't do sports stuff or anything like that, there's loads of ways to theme your stream in line with the sports that are happening. Or the countries.
Yes.
And it's a global event, so there's a lot of people thinking about it and hearing it in their news. So there is ways to tie your stream to that, and it could be powerful.
Yes. And you got to realize that is there's a lot of eyes that are going to be on that content.
Yeah.
So if you are doing content that ties into that,
Yeah.
you could get served to those eyes.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
And also people are people have Olympic fever and they will do through it. So content that leans into it, and you don't have, like I said, you don't have to be sporting, but you could be doing matches where it's countries against countries or something like that.
Yeah, especially if there are do
you want to do a match at javelin versus discus?
Yeah.
Me and you.
Yeah, but I would rather do shot put if that's okay.
Sure, okay. You don't like the spinning?
No, I get really dizzy.
Okay.
My inner ear is a little messed up.
Okay.
So if I spin my head too fast, if I look too fast, I will pass out.
Okay, all right. Mark it in the books. During the Olympics, we'll do a battle somewhere, and I'll be the javelinist.
Yeah, and I'll be the
shot.
I'll be the shot putter. I'm gonna dress. I already figured out what I'm gonna be. Miss Trenchbull.
Okay.
From Matilda.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's who it is. We really want to dig in a little here into what we call is building your brand as a live streamer. What does that mean? Really, it means expanding out beyond just going on and live streaming.
Yeah, this is an important thing that we think that I think every live streamer needs to consider this at some point in their career.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And there's loads of ways to build a
earlier
brand.
The better.
The earlier the better.
The earlier the better.
I think it's more it's like the building blocks can be done earlier on. So there's building a brand is a huge topic, but really when you break it down in these early stages, it is about one, being consistent and identifying what your stream is.
Yes.
And then secondly, starting to build communication routes where you can highlight those qualities of your brand. So
you can market it.
So you can market it.
You can market it.
So an obvious thing, but a difficult thing would be to build out a mailing list or some way of contacting your audience that isn't linked to any platform, really.
Exactly. It's an anonymous or autonomous. Which the word? Is it autonomous to any? No,
it's not autonomous.
Well, you're not
and
relying.
It's not anonymous either.
No, I don't know what
it's
I'm
also
trying
not
to say.
anonymous.
It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. It's phenomenous.
Yeah.
It's phenomenous.
It's agnostic.
That's
platform.
That is exactly the word.
Yeah, standalone would have taken it. Independent is good
thank you
too.
Guys.
That is a fairly large undertaking to start building a mailing list.
Yeah, building a mailing list.
That is a relatively large thing to undertake, but
it's a huge task to take on.
We're painting that picture because that kind of contact with your audience is really important to build over time because you don't do it immediately.
Yeah,
it takes months, years to build it.
You have to build the trust to even get a mailing list in the first place. And I know any business I've ever worked at, it's you could be the consumer. Every time you go, can I have your email? Everybody wants your email everywhere you go. You're going to check out, in your email. What's your email? No thanks. I'm not giving you my email.
Yeah. But why are they doing it?
Because they want to put you on the mailing list. Yeah. That's why they want to send out the emails. They want to send out all the comms to tell you what's going on. Like, this is happening here. Don't miss out on that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's advertising. It's marketing.
I'm always very impressed. Captain Eric has a great mailing list.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so impressed. He's one of the first streamers I know that has, like, legitimately,
really
has a solid mailing list with, like...
I get, like, updates that there's a big battle coming up or some feature, and it's cool.
It's cool to get those messages. I love it.
Yeah. It's a sidebar.
Then you
it also
don't have to rely. You
No.
don't... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
I was just saying it's so good because you don't have to rely on any platform to get your messages out of what's going on and what's relevant within the next few days to your viewers, so they know.
And I think if you're building a brand as well, so this has to be bigger, and using other platforms like the social media is really key. Like here, so it's funny, you have to detach the idea that being a live streamer, you're doing social media. You are doing, it is a form of it. We always talk about that at the start, but it's not really. But you do need to use social media to highlight your brand that you're developing, but a very entry level.
Yes, that's what
you're posting across different platforms with content that highlights what you're doing as a live streamer.
Yeah.
With content that elevates and identifies your brand around the place.
Just so I would like to say this, because this is something that a lot of people get hit with every so often. They're like, I posted this thing and it's got hit with inauthentic.
Right.
And it might be because you're posting that on other platforms. This is why you shouldn't, yes, you should post on all platforms or whatever the platforms that you use, but don't post the same exact video or whatever the content is, because there's a different audience in that platform. It's like there's different audiences that see a different side of you, or because there's different features on that platform that are on this platform, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, take the time to think about
how does it align on
how does that align to different platforms exactly.
But maybe a better, deeper way to do this, and all of this is work. We're very aware here of like the level of work different pieces of content take to generate. But here's an EG. Let's say you're an ASMR creator. You can do ASMR content. But if we're talking about a brand, an example of how to develop that brand would be perhaps once a week or once every 2 weeks. What about like an ASMR kind of podcast that you did?
Yes. If you are doing ASMR, especially if you've been doing it for a while and you feel like you know what you're doing and it's like you're excited about it, you're passionate about it, why not do a podcast on it? You're going to, people are always on those platforms looking for podcasts to listen to. Who knows? They might come across it, not even know anything about ASMR. Enjoy the way you communicate, the way you talk, the passion, and then learn about it, and then go watch it, and then realize, oh my God, you just gained another fan. There.
I mean, it all flows.
Like,
it's about linking the brand that you're generating in different places, which is platform specific.
Yeah.
And highlights the brand in different ways across all of the different platforms.
Yes. That's it.
So, feature or fake?
Oh, my favorite. 2 of the features are real. 1 of them is fake, 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 fake.
It's time to play the internet's biggest game. And this one today is a tough one. So feature or fake is a regular feature. And I'm going to give you 3 features on TikTok live. 1 of them is fake and 2 of them are real. And it is your job in the chat and Tara to identify which one is the fake.
Yes.
Now, we've been doing this for quite a few weeks. What's the running total right
gosh.
now? I have.
Oh, it's 3, 2, 1.
I've fooled
3, 2, 1
everyone.
contact.
I fooled everyone one time. No one got the fake.
Yeah, you won once.
You've got it twice.
I've won twice.
And the audience over here, you fine people, have beaten me 3 times.
Yes.
So you ready for this one, Tara?
Yes, I'm ready because I want to at least catch up and be tied with the audience. I don't like if you eat first, you last, you know?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you're in the middle. I'm last. I'm literally dead last.
I know, and I'm in the middle, and I want to be first with my friends.
Okay.
I want to hang out with the cool kids.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of cool kids in here. And all right, let's do it. Okay, so number 1, feature number 1.
All right. Let's do this.
I'm going to read them out first of all,
All
and then
right.
I'll drop a poll and we'll get the poll going. So first of all, feature number 1, green screen effect. There is a green screen effect with a yellow backdrop for Community Fest. So that is feature number 1.
Okay.
Feature number 2, within the settings, you can set the video quality for your live, and you can set it for 540, 720, or 1080.
It's 1080p.
1080p. And number 3, you can mute comments on your lives from people from between 5 minutes right up until the entire live, right up to including the entire live. So those are your 3.
Already.
Let's do it.
So this is
get the
what
poll
you
running.
need to tell us which one you think is fake.
I've just set the poll.
Because 2 of them are real.
One
Two
of them
of
is
them
fake.
are real and one of them is fake. 2 of them are real. One of them is fake. Fake.
Fake.
It's fake. One of them. Only one of them is fake. Which one's fake?
Okay, the poll is running. I'm seeing in the chat here, there's answers all over the map, which delights me. Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, Tara, which of the 3 was a fake?
You're getting really good at this game. Game Meister.
Say it again.
You're getting really good at this game, Meister. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thrown for a loop here. First of all, I just want to say the green screen effect, you have been known to really trick me with the green screens. Like, because there's so many of them. It's like, I don't know which one's real and which one's fake when he talks about them. But Community Fest is going on. And that is something that would help a lot of people, especially if they're trying to promote it. And if that's behind you, then that would really help. And I think that might be real right now.
Okay.
Let's see. You can mute comments from 5 minutes right up to. I know that's real. I hear people talk about that. I know that happens. So that is real. So that leads me to believe that the video quality is fake, even though I do know that you can set. I don't know. This one's really hard because I know you can. I think you can set your video quality. And I know you can mute your comments. So this brings me back to nursing school. It's like which one's the most correct answer?
What's wrong with this patient?
Yeah, no, it's like you have
is their leg hanging off?
Anyone who ever had any kind of test where it's like all of the questions are correct, but which one's the most correct? Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna go with my first instinct and say that the middle one is the video quality is the fake one.
So you're saying you can't set, you think that's a fake?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't set it to 540, 720, 1080.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at the poll. Let's reveal the poll. Oh, it's a landslide.
Twins.
Official dad poll. You missed out on a landslide vote. Everyone has said that the green screen effect with the yellow backdrop for Community Fest is the fake.
Wow.
Let's go through it.
Wow.
Are you ready to reveal?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. We'll do it in this order. Let's start with, can you mute comments for 5 minutes right up until the entire live?
Please be yes, true, please be true. Please be true.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
everyone got that right. Tara turned her nose up at that one. She didn't even give it a second's thought.
I hear people talk a lot.
Yes. Okay. We'll just do these in reverse order. So you can you set your video quality to the following 3 settings: 540, 720, 1080p?
That is the question.
That is the question.
That literally is the question.
And everybody, that one is the fake.
Oh, win.
So you were close. You can set your video settings. You're absolutely right.
So you can
and I think
set
you might
them.
have figured this one out. So you can actually set them at 480, 540, and 720.
Oh.
You can't go, Mike P, thank you very much. You can't go to 1080.
That's right, Mike P. I knew something was not quite right with that one. Yes.
So everyone who voted for the green screen effect with the yellow
Look
background.
at that one. That
Ooh
is
la la.
real.
Look at
so
that.
if you guys are in community, you should be utilizing this right now. Every single
Look
one
at
of
that. I mean, you could argue it's a
you
bit
don't have
orange,
to do
but
it
if
for the
anyone does
entire
that,
time, but
yeah. If
definitely use it for a little bit during your live.
I would say the yellow backdrop is the thing that maybe put people off there. Does seem like they wouldn't do it as yellow. So
Yellow's not a great color. Well, that was really fun, you guys.
So that means
now score.
So the
score.
audience, you failed. You incorrectly got it. So that means 1 point to Tara.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Does that mean I caught up
yeah.
with you guys? I'm in the Cool Kids Club now?
Yeah.
What's the tally score? Is it
So
3?
it's 3-3-1.
Yay, we're all in the same club.
For me to get a point, I need to beat both of you. So well done, everybody. Great voting. Thanks for taking part. And that is the most important part here.
Yes. Participation.
You let Tara back into the game, 3-3-1.
Yay.
Which leaves only one thing to talk about, which is question of the
Question
day.
of the day.
And question of the day comes from a lot of people. So I'm not even going to name check anyone here because this is a question we get over and over again.
I actually do remember having this question myself when I was first starting as a live streamer years ago. And I remember saying, well, how do you?
What do you do?
Yeah.
So the question is, how do I get people to send me stuff without knowing where I live, without them knowing where I live?
How do you do that?
Yeah.
You got to be careful because you don't want people to know where you live.
Yeah. So there's some really simple things, simple ways to do it. But before we answer like the practical side of it, I think our bigger note to everyone is particularly when you're starting out, decide how much you want to share publicly.
That's
because
what I mean,
if you're successful here, it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah.
And the problem of people knowing where you are or unwantedly knowing where you are is only going to get worse. So you need to kind of decide your level that you want to start off with.
Right.
To
and
begin
if you
with.
you got to figure out, do you want people knowing your address? No.
Yeah.
Do you want people to do you put another address that has a state? They're going to know what state you're in.
Right.
So you have to be careful and figure out how you want people. Is it worth it to do that?
To get a new pair of socks.
Exactly.
Right. So, but the other flip side of this is starts to get really, really it's great that people are going to send you stuff. It's really, really important that you could build that relationship up. So the two simple ways are having a PO box, which is something you can just open. You can go to any post office and open one up, or you can do it online as well. And then also using Amazon wish lists as well can be a really effective way of doing it. But you have to turn the setting on that makes it a gift and it doesn't share your address on it. And so there are practical ways of getting around it. Yeah. But the bigger thing is, do you want to be sharing that information at all? Right. First and foremost, because you can't put the genie back into the bottle.
No, you can't. It's like once the genie comes out of the bottle, that's it. They don't go back in.
Yeah. What's the genie in this instance?
The genie is your information.
Your privacy.
Your information. Yeah. Totally. I mean, that's important. It's like sacred.
Yeah, I think it's easy to kind of get caught up in the excitement early on. This is going well. This is cool. Someone's going to send me something.
Oh my gosh, okay, I would love to have and it's like you want to do unboxings. You want to show it's fun. You want to create that. Yeah. With your environment, with your environment, you want to create that environment with your community. Mm-hmm. You do because it's fun. It's exciting. Yeah. But how do you go about it? Mm-hmm. And are you at a place when is it important?
Yeah. Is it important?
Is it important for your
growth?
For your growth of what you're doing, and is it worth it? Yeah. So those are the two questions. So we answer the question of the day with questions. 2 more questions to yourself.
But if you do want to do it, you'll see lots of people do it, and we're not saying don't. Just anything, particularly as you're growing, take in small steps and be mindful about what you want to do that you can't undo later on, because you build for success, right? You set things out and you build for success.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If that's it.
Alrighty. Well, I think it's time to wrap up, Tara.
All right, everyone. Well, with that being said, I'm going to say, I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Oh, you can let's run the whole music out. Let's do it.
All right.
Bye and thank you.
Thank you to everyone who showed up today to hang out with us while we recorded live our podcast, The Guide to Live. The Guide to Live Streaming. When you start laughing at me, it breaks me, and then I start cracking up too.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing. We're all laughing with each other here. Wee-hee-hee. Thank you, everyone. Cheers, Joycey. Thanks for the questions earlier. We like hanging out at the start of this and chin wagging.
Yeah, we do it twice a week. We're here every Monday and Wednesday. Ben and I are here every Monday and Wednesday doing the Guide to Live, filming it. So hit the follow button if you want to come back and hang out with us next time.
Yeah.
If you were here today for the first time, we'd love to have you
tomorrow for the Totally Awesome Game Show as well.
Oh yeah, and don't forget there's an event. Register for the event.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye everyone.
See ya.